Let me show you how to install a free automation system that's called n8n on your own VPS. And no, you won't need an additional VPS manager. So all you're going to need is a VPS. So let me show you what I'm talking about right now. Hey, what's up everyone? So on this video, I'm going to show you how to install n8n on a VPS. For this, I am going to use Hostinger because they can provide a direct installation of the application that's called n8n. So we're going to have it directly used on a VPS without the need of a VPS manager. So that means no double cost, just the payment of the VPS. And before I show you how to do this, let me show you the sponsor for this video, which is actually Hostinger. So if you're planning to look for a VPS, I do recommend that you check them out. Go over to the link in the description, go to hosting, VPS hosting, and you'll be able to find their VPS hosting plans. So they start off from $4.99 to $19.99, depending on the CPU and RAM usage that you need, along with the disk space that is going to make you choose the right plan. In this case, I'm going to recommend to you the most popular one, which is KVM2. That's what I'm going to use for my installation of n8n. And I'm going to choose the plan, and I'm going to show you how to apply an extra discount coupon code that's going to reduce the price even more. So the first thing that Hostinger is going to ask you is how many months do you want to pay in advance? I recommend 24 months because you're going to lock in the lowest price and the lowest renewal price. For this case, this is the current price. But if you click on have a coupon code and type in or paste in my code SAASMASTER, the price is going to drop to $150 with 98 cents. And that's paid off for 2 years. So that's a great plan for a VPS. Okay, so for the installation, once you buy the VPS, you're going to get greeted with this step. So first off, select the location where you want to install your VPS. I recommend that you install the VPS closest to you or wherever your visitors are going to be from. So if they're going to be mostly from Europe, select the VPS near to Europe. In this case, I'm going to use US. Let's go ahead and continue. And for installing n8n, we want to install it directly on this VPS. So I'm going to select applications. I'm going to select show more, and I'm going to select n8n. I'm going to select it, and I'll be ticking these off just for now because it's a fantastic option. But you do want to use that. In this case, I don't want to because I want to have a quick installation. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Here we go. We're good to go with the settings. We can go ahead and change it if we did something wrong, but in this case, we're good to go. I'm going to start off the installation, and we are going to give it a couple minutes for this to be finished to show you the n8n and how you are going to start using it on the VPS. Okay, here we go. The VPS is now ready. We have the n8n on this VPS, and we're going to go to Manage VPS. And in this case, we are going to jump into the OSM panel. In this case, I'm going to go to the operating system. And be aware that if you need to change the application later on, you can do so by here, by changing the OS. In this case, we're good to go. We're going to go to Manage App, and we're going to be greeted with the main application settings. So first off, you want to get started and add your email, set your name, in this case, Jorge Aguilar, and set a password for this purpose. In this case, I'm going to select this password, and I'm going to click Next, and we should load up the n8n installation now. Okay, so let's get started. Let's skip all this information, and we now have a up-to-date version of n8n ready to go. Now, in this case, if I come back to n8n, if I log out, I now have the login credentials that I just used. That screen will not pop up again. Okay, so do consider that. In case you forgot the password and you don't care about losing the data, go ahead and change the OS and install n8n again. All right. So in this case, we can go ahead and start from scratch and start creating your automation workflows really easily. So it's super easy to launch the operating system n8n on a VPS. So in this case, you don't need to pay for an additional VPS manager because you can use it straight from here. Now, the downside to this is that you only have n8n on this VPS. You won't be able to install websites or install additional applications to this VPS. That's the downside. If you use a VPS manager, you can actually install this in several websites and take full advantage of a VPS. So you have that give or take options that you have. But in this case, if you just need this on the VPS, you're good to go, and you have your free automation software ready to use at your own disposal because you are hosting it. So that is the n8n installation on Hostinger. And that's a wrap.